to the Geordie Reviews. Newcastle United take on Cambridge at St James's Park tomorrow afternoon in the FA Cup third round. 3 o'clock kick-off. Yes, I remember Cambridge beating Gator 2-1 in the conference playoff final. Gator being a local club to Newcastle that was in 2014. And Cambridge, I remember they did hold Man United to a 0-0 draw in 2015 in the fourth round. So, they could fancy their chances in this game. We can't just expect to walk in the park. We should be able to go out and win, but I don't expect Cambridge to make it easy. I'm hoping, though, it's not a repeat of 2 years ago when we were held 0-0 by Oxford at home in the FA Cup. I mean, fair enough, we won the replay, but we should have been able to beat them at St James's Park. I mean, that was so stressful. Bottling a 2-0 lead at the Castle Stadium, but then ASM saved worth from embarrassment. Last games for both these sides, we drew 1-1 with Manchester United. ASM with a brilliant opening goal. We should have won that game, I think. It was said something that I was frustrated with a draw with Manchester United. But then since then we've had the games against Everton, Southampton called off. We've had players getting COVID, on top of players getting injured. As for Cambridge, they drew 0-0 with Portsmouth on Monday. I think they went down to 10 men in that game as well. So looking at the team needs for us, we've got a lot of injuries still. Hayden, Fernandez, Lewis all out the game. Hayden looks like he's going to be out till mid-March. So that's why we need a midfielder. Darlow, Clark, Willock and Richie were suffering with COVID. Will there be they probably won't be available, I don't think. Or they probably won't be fully fit. In which we've got to think about fitness when it comes to selecting the team. So I wouldn't rush them back. Similar with the ASM and Fraser, who are 50-50. But with Watford next week, we shouldn't rush them. Just, take the time. Don't rush them back. And then have them out injured. I don't really know about what players to watch out for from Cambridge. If there's any Cambridge fans watching, you can let us know in the comments below. The only two players I've really heard of, Wes Houlihan, who I remember playing for Norwich back in the day in the Premier League, and also Luke Haddant, because I used to watch him at Gateshead as well. But going to my starting 11, 4-4-2. I'm going with, though you could argue 4-5-1, with Julian coming back into the midfield. Even 4-2-3-1, But starting off in goal, I'm actually going to play Freddie Woodman. Going to give Dubravka a rest for this game. Play Woodman with it, with being Cambridge, no disrespect, but I'm not expecting him to put the strongest side out, so I'd give Woodman a chance in goal, although there's talk he could go out on loan for the rest of the season. And with Darlow obviously not being fully fit, I wouldn't rush him back. The back four, I'm not actually going to start Trippier. I know he's eligible for this game, but I would probably rather wait till Watford to see him in action. We do need to probably rest some players for that game, rather than risk them getting an injury in a game where we could probably win without the strongest side. So that'd be Emil Kraft at right back. Centre backs, Jamal Lascelles, I'm going to stick with him because he looked better against Man United, and obviously Clark and Fernandez won't be fully fit. Going to stick Fabian Schell staying there for me, and left back having Manquillo. They're all good against Man United. Manquillo's probably at fault for the goal, but I'll stick him in there. Plus, he is actually suspended for the Watford game, so it'd be good to give him a run out. The two wide players, I'm going to go with Jacob Murphy on the right, because of ASM not being probably not be fully fit. And on the left, I'm actually going to go with Elliot Anderson. I know he's more of an attacking midfielder, but we don't really have many options in terms of fully fit players. And do you know what? It would be good for him maybe to come to the side, play on the left. I'll put him on the left. He played there against Arsenal this time last year in the FA Cup. He did really well, nearly scored the winning goal. But be good to see him start. In the midfield, I'm sticking with the same midfield from the Man United game. So that's John Joe Shelby, because I kind of want just a balance of maybe give some youth players a chance, but also get at least a strong enough side to win the game. So Shelby for me starts. Sean Longstaff also starts. I mean, there's been talk of him going to Everton, but I'm actually going to stick with him in the starting 11. I mean, if it's Jeff Hendrick, then ball was slack him off. He should be able to do alright in this game. Also, Joe Linton. I mean, you could have him up front with Dwight Gale and you start 11, but then you have him dropping into midfield, doing what he's been doing, which has been fantastic. Up top, I'm going to go with Dwight Gale with Callum Wilson out injured. I'm hoping it's not too long for Wilson. But Gale, there's a possibility he could leave the club in the window if it frees up the squad space. I'm all for it, but I would stick with him for this game. And then maybe bring on Dylan Stevenson potentially. If the game's won. I mean, there's other players, Joe White, Jack Young. Potentially you could bring on if the game's already, if we get the game wrapped up early enough. Because I was hoping it goes more like Luton a few 4 years back ago. We were 3-0 up at half time. I mean, yes, we conceded early on, but we kind of got the job done early doors. And also Rochdale, we got it the job done by half time. You know, when when Matty scored, Almiron scored, also had an own goal going away. But then we obviously got Tom Allen on, and he actually set up Joe Linton for the fourth goal. But yeah, that's all I've got to say really in terms of my team selection. Let us know, would you make any changes from that in terms of score prediction? I'm going to go 3-1 Newcastle. I'm not expecting it to steamroll this game. I am nervous because of what's happened in the past against Oxford and Stevenage in the FA Cup. But just hopefully we can get the job done. Just get a comfortable win, hopefully, and that'll potentially give us confidence going into the Watford game. But yeah, thanks for watching the video. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe to the channel, check out my social media pages in the description below. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you later.